How to talk to anyone, Part 1. How to intrigue everyone without saying a word. You only have 10 seconds to show you are a somebody. The exact moment that two humans lay eyes on each other has awesome potency. The first sight of you is a brilliant holograph. It burns its way into your new acquaintance's eye and can stay emblazoned in his or her memory forever. Artists are sometimes able to capture this quicksilver, fleeting emotional response. My friend Robert Grossman is an accomplished caricature artist who draws regularly for Forbes, Newsweek, Sport Illustrated, Rolling Stone, and other popular publications. Bob has a unique gift for capturing not only the physical appearance of his subjects, but for zeroing in on the essence of their personalities. The bodies and the souls of hundreds of luminaries radiate from his sketchpad. One glance at his caricatures of famous people and you can actually see their personalities. Sometimes at a party, Bob will do a quick sketch on a cocktail napkin of a guest. Hovering over Bob's shoulder, the onlookers gasp as they watch their friend's image and essence materialize before their eyes. When he is finished drawing, he puts his pen down and hands the napkin to the subject. Often, the puzzled look comes over the subject's face. He or she sometimes mumbles some politeness like, well, that's great, but it really isn't me. The crowd's convinced crescendo of, oh, yes it is, drones the subject out and squelches any lingering doubt. The confused subject is left to stare back at the world's view of himself or herself in the napkin. Once when I was visiting Bob's studio, I asked him how he could capture people's personalities so well. He said, "It's simple, I just look at them." No, I asked, "How do you capture their personalities? Don't you have to do a lot of research about their lifestyle, their history?" "No, I told you, Leil, I just look at them." Huh? He went on to explain, almost every facet of people's personality is evident from their appearance, their posture, their way they move. For instance, he said, calling me over to a file where he kept his caricatures of political figures. "See," Bob said, pointing to angle on various presidential body parts. "Here's the boyishness of Clinton," showing me his half smile, "the awkwardness of the elder George Bush," pointing to his shoulder angle, "the charm of Reagan," notice the ex-president's smile eyes, "the stiffness of Nixon," pointing to the furtive tilt of his head. Digging a little deeper into his file, he pulled out Franklin Delano Roosevelt's and pointing to the nose high in the air. "Here's the pride of FDR. It's all in the face and the body." First impressions are indelible. Why? Because in our fast-paced, information overload world of multiple stimuli bombarding us every second, people's heads are spinning. They must form quick judgments to make sense of the world and get on with what they have to do. So, whenever people meet you, they take an instant mental snapshot. That image of you becomes the data they deal with for a very long time. Your body shakes before your lips can speak. Are their data accurate? Amazingly enough, yes. Even before your lips part and the first syllable escapes, the essence of you has already axed its way into their brains. The way you look and the way you move is more than 80% of someone's first impression of you. Not one word needs to be spoken. I have lived and worked in countries where I didn't speak the native language, yet, without one understandable syllable spoken between us, the years proved my first impression were on target. Whenever I met new colleagues, I could tell instantly how friendly they felt toward me, how confident they were, and approximately how much stature they had in the company. I could sense, just from seeing the move, who the heavyweights were and who were the welterweights. I have no extrasensory skill. You would know too. How? Because before you have had time to process a rational thought, you get a sixth sense about someone. Studies have shown emotional reactions occur even before the brain has had time to register what's causing that reaction. Thus, the moment someone looks at you, he or she experiences a massive hit, the impact of which lays the groundwork for the entire relationship. Bob told me he captures the first hit in the creating his caricatures. Deciding to pursue my own agenda for how to talk to anyone, I asked Bob if he wanted to portray somebody really cool, intelligent, strong, charismatic, principled, fascinating, caring, interested in other people. Easy, Bob interrupted. He knew preciously what I was getting at. Just give a great posture, a heads-up look, a confident smile, and a direct gaze. It's an ideal image for somebody who is a somebody. How to look like a somebody? My friend Karen is a highly respected professional in the home furnishing business. Her husband is an equally big name in the communication field. They have two small sons. Whenever Karen is at a home furnishing industry event, everyone pays deference to her. She is a very important person in that world. Her colleagues at the conventions jostle for position just to be seen casually chatting with her, and they hope be photographed rubbing elbows with her for industry bible like home furnishings executive and furniture world. Yet Karen complains when she accompanies her husband to communications functions, she might as well be a nobody. When she takes her kids to school functions, she is just another mom. She once asked me, Leil, how can I stand out from the crowd so people who don't me will approach me and at least assume I am an interesting person? The techniques in this section accomplish preciously that when you use the next 9 techniques, you will come across as a special person to everyone you meet. You will stand out as a somebody in wherever crowd you find yourself in, even if it's not your crowd. Let's start with a smile.